Stefon Diggs just helped the Patriots reach the Super Bowl, over 1,000 yards, team leader in receiving, and 1 month later, they cut him. No warning, no loyalty, just gone. So what really happened behind closed doors? Because the real reason has nothing to do with football. It is officially over. On March 4th, 2026, the New England Patriots informed Stefon Diggs that he was being released. No trade, no negotiation, just a phone call telling a 4-time Pro Bowl wide receiver that his time in New England was done. And here's the thing that makes this story wild. Diggs just finished one of the best seasons of his career. 85 catches, 1,013 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was the #1 target for rookie quarterback Drake Maye the entire year. He helped push the Patriots to a 14-3 regular season record. He helped carry this team all the way to Super Bowl 60, and they still cut him. So why did the Patriots really do this? Keep watching, because the answer involves money, legal trouble, a Grammy-winning rapper, and a decision that could haunt New England for years. Let's be clear, this was not about football. This was about one number, $26.5 million. That was Diggs' cap hit for the 2026 season, and the Patriots wanted nothing to do with it. When Diggs signed with New England back in March 2025, he agreed to a 3-year deal with a base value of $63.5 million. Sounds like a big commitment. But the way the contract was structured, the first year was the real test. His base salary in 2025 was just $2.9 million. The cap hit was $10.5 million. Manageable, but in 2026, everything changed. His base salary jumped to $20.6 million. His total cap charge exploded to $26.5 million. And on top of that, if the Patriots kept him on the roster past March 13th, he would have earned an extra $6 million in guaranteed money. The Patriots made their decision 5 days before that deadline. By cutting Diggs now, they saved $16.8 million in cap space. They kept that extra $6 million in their pocket, and they moved on from a 32-year-old receiver who, by their math, was about to cost way too much. Now here is where it gets interesting. Stay with me. Remember, this team just went to the Super Bowl, and Diggs was a big reason why. But when the lights got brightest, Diggs faded. During the regular season, he was unstoppable. Over 1,000 yards, team leader in catches, the go-to guy for a rookie quarterback still learning the NFL. But in 4 playoff games, including the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks, Diggs had just 14 catches for 110 yards and 1 touchdown. In the Super Bowl itself, he had only 3 catches for 37 yards. The Patriots lost Super Bowl 60 to the Seahawks. And while nobody blamed Diggs directly, the front office saw something. A 32-year-old receiver who, despite his age, played every single game of the 2025 season. A player turning 33 in November. A postseason that raised questions, and a contract that was about to cost $26.5 million. The math did not work in Diggs' favor. Coach Mike Vrabel even said at the NFL Combine just days before the cut, not only his future, but what he was able to do for us and come in and provide leadership. Past tense. That alone told you everything. Now here is the part the Patriots really did not want to deal with. On December 30, 2025, Stefon Diggs was formally charged with felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault and battery. The alleged victim was his personal chef. According to the police report, a dispute started over unpaid payment. The chef said Diggs came into her bedroom, became angry, slapped her in the face, and then allegedly put his elbow around her neck and tried to choke her. Diggs pleaded not guilty. His lawyer called the allegations completely false, but the charges were real. The case was real. And the pretrial hearing is set for April 1, 2026. Think about that timing. The Patriots were already looking at a $26.5 million cap hit, and now they had a franchise player facing felony strangulation charges, a player who could potentially miss games, face a suspension from the NFL, or drag the organization into ongoing headlines all season long. Releasing Diggs was not just a financial move, it was damage control. And if the legal trouble was not enough, Diggs' personal life was also falling apart in public. During the 2025 season, Diggs was in a high-profile relationship with rapper Cardi B. She showed up to his games. She cheered him on at the Super Bowl. She was even part of Bad Bunny's halftime show performance the same night Diggs was on the field. And then the very next day, it was over. The day after Super Bowl 60, Diggs and Cardi B unfollowed each other on Instagram. No statement, no explanation, just gone. On February 15th, while on her Little Miss Drama tour, Cardi confirmed the breakup during her concert in San Francisco, where she told the crowd he played with her and accused him of betrayal. A source close to the couple told US Weekly that this was not even the first time they had split. "They're always so up and down," the source said. So picture this. Within a span of a few weeks, Diggs lost the Super Bowl, got cut by the Patriots, and broke up with one of the biggest names in music, all while facing a felony charge. That is a lot for one person to carry. What makes the breakup even more complicated is that Diggs and Cardi B just welcomed a baby boy together in November 2025. Here is what people are sleeping on. The Patriots cut Diggs to save cap space. But now they have a massive problem at wide receiver. Drake Maye is their franchise quarterback. He is young. He is talented. He needs weapons around him to grow. And right now, New England is left with Demario "Pop" Douglas, Mac Hollins, and Keyshawn Boot, and a few unproven depth players as their top options. The Patriots tried to fix this fast. They reportedly made a move for Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown. A proven #1 receiver who knows how to dominate, that would have been the perfect replacement. The Eagles said no. So now the Patriots are stuck. They saved $16.8 million in cap space, but they lost their best receiver and could not replace him. And Skip Bayless said it directly on the arena. The Patriots are going to miss Stefon Diggs. Coach Vrabel said at the Combine that #1 receivers are not going to be there in free agency. You have to try to draft them. New England picks 31st overall in the 2026 NFL Draft. That is the very last pick of the first round. By the time they are on the clock, most of the top receivers will already be gone. The Patriots took a gamble, and it might cost Drake Maye his best years. So where does Stefon Diggs go from here? At 32 years old, coming off a strong 1,000-yard season and a torn ACL recovery, he still has something to offer. But he is not going to get a top-dollar contract. The legal case hanging over him scares teams away. The age question scares them even more. Two teams make the most sense right now. The New York Giants, who need a veteran receiver to help develop quarterback Jackson Dart, and the Tennessee Titans, who are building around Cam Ward and need experienced pass catchers. There is also another name being mentioned, one that would make the whole NFL stop and pay attention: the Buffalo Bills. Diggs spent 4 years in Buffalo from 2020 to 2023. He was one of the best receivers in Bills history during that stretch. Now with his name back in the market, reunion rumors are already swirling. Bills fans are talking, analysts are talking, and nobody has ruled it out. Think back to where we started. Stefon Diggs caught 85 passes. He crossed 1,000 yards. He helped a rookie quarterback reach the Super Bowl. He gave everything he had to this team, and the Patriots still let him go. Not because he failed, but because the money did not make sense. Because the legal trouble added risk. Because at 32 years old, with a massive contract jump on the way, the front office decided it was time to move on. It is over in New England. But for Stefon Diggs, the next chapter is just beginning. And where he lands next could be the biggest story of the entire 2026 NFL offseason. Stay tuned, because this story is far from finished.